Hello everybody, I'm Tommaso De Benetti. I'm Housemarque community manager. We are here to speak about Furmins. This is the second part of the interview with Peter Hajba and Ari Pulkkinen. Enjoy. Ari, you're pretty familiar with soundtracks from other Housemarque games, so you've been working in the past, and in a way, Furmins is a bit of a departure from what Housemarque has been proposing to hardcore gamers in these last years. Of course, Housemarque also has games that are geared toward casual audiences, but those are the ones that are less known, maybe. Do you think that Housemarque has a specific vibe in the sound, or Furmins was a different project and it has to be approached as something separated?
Yeah, after Superstars HD, Detonation, and Outland, Furmins is a really great choice after those. And I really like the way that Housemarque comes to the casual games now. And, the Furmins is a really great concept for mobile games. And sound-wise, it's totally different too, and it's very soft and, easy, and it's not trying to be super hardcore, but it's still really nice experience.
Okay, turns out that both of you have no formal training in music composition, and I guess it's a coincidence, but clearly you've been learning somewhere how to play music. So, do you think that this has something to do with the demo scene, the passion for computers, and how do you feel compared to academic musicians?
Well, you learn by doing, and yes, like you mentioned, the demo scene, that's a very important factor. Back then, we had these creative hobbies of making demos, and they required music, and we made music for demos, and trackers were used quite extensively back then. Ari Pulkkinen is also a tracker musician, aren't you?
Yes, for a long time. I started from Amiga Pro Tracker.
Yeah.
Are you also using traditional instruments, or do you play guitar or piano or something else?
Yeah, I play piano, and I made lots of music nowadays too, and I consider myself to be a full-time composer right now.
I thought a full-time rock star.
Full-time rock star in a game industry.
I only consider myself proficient in playing the jaw harp. I don't play any other instruments.
Proper instruments, that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there was a point, because you've been working separately on Furmins, one on the music, one on the sound design. There came a point where you had to harmonize the two aspects of the game, and how did that work?
We used Ari Tikkanen, the lead president of the king of the game. We used him as the central hub of communication.
The king of Housemarque.
There was a lot of feedback coming from everywhere, and he was the central hub. I mean, he relayed all the feedback to everyone. And yes, for example, there was one problem with between the music and the sound effects, that some of the sound effects were very tonal. They had clear musical pitches in them, but they were not in the same key as the music. And they felt a bit discordant when they were playing, so the tonality of the sound effects had to be adjusted accordingly.
Yeah, I actually did. It took me one day to correct all of the sounds, and luckily I had Fmod that I could change all the tones right, and it really sounded better after those little but important changes.
Okay, are you hoping to hear somebody on the metro or on the train humming the Furmins tune?
I'll be happy to hear it if it happens, or hear the actual game on a metro.
I would like to hear some kiddies trying to imitate the Furmin sounds. Going,
all right, this was a really nice overview about your work on Furmins. We hope that people at home enjoy as much as you enjoy working on it. Any last word?
There was a Wilhelm scream in the game.
There was.
In an early version, but it was removed, so you won't be able to notice it in there. Sorry, guys.
Maybe it will be released again in...
Was it our part because of us? I don't remember. Anyway, I have to thank also Alexander Dimitriev, who was working on the sound design too, and
working from the shadows.
Working from the shadows, but we are a really good team.
Okay, thank you very much for being with us today, and let's hope that soon you will hear people playing Furmins in public places, or at least humming the tunes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.